Is this your first time to my channel, Numismatic Notes with Benjamin? Are you a new coin collector or a coin collector with some experience who wants a deeper dive into what your banknote's about and what it consists of? Then this might be the channel for you. Go ahead and click on the subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner and receive alerts for every one of my new videos and enjoy the library full of videos that I've made up to this point. Today I'm going to share with you an unboxing video for one of my favorite new online coin dealers, ATS Notes. They are in Canada, and we're going to look at what they've shipped me today, and we'll go from there. Are you guys ready? Join me, Numismatic Notes with Benjamin. I've received this package from Express Post, and it is the same kind of package I received last time I ordered from them. I was pretty impressed with how things stood up inside the envelope, which seemed to be a little cheap. We'll just see if it's similar today. It seems to be tearing just a little bit easier. I'm getting it all over the floor. The maid's going to have to clean that up. All right, so now we have a new envelope here. And again, it is addressed to me from ATS Notes. So let's just get this open and see what I have today. I have a pretty good idea of what I ordered, but just like when you order internationally, sometimes you forget, because from the time you send out the order to the time you receive it, sometimes it can be a month or more. All right, so now I have this envelope that has been cut and sealed in half. I like how these are kind of hard to get into, but there's usually some place where you can tear something and make it easier. So far we've gone through 3 layers of protection, and here's the here's what I got. World Paper Money, Tom Sluskovics. Check our price lists, www.atsnotes.com. I feel pretty good, like I can recommend them. This first letter from them is the list of the things I ordered. They always include them in a protective covering, and they sent my notes to me in a couple of nice holders. So we will just get to these holders one at a time and go from there. As we go through the holders, or as we go through the notes, I'm going to holder them in my small holders or in my large holders so that the notes stay as pristine as they were when I bought them. And I won't go into a lot of design detail until I get into specific images for each banknote. Let's look at this one first. So 4 layers of protection and counting, it looks like. I love this. I do have some oversized notes in this holder, so I may have to find something else to put some of these notes in. They may be bigger than either of these 2 holders. Okay, my first note is going to be from Afghanistan, and it is a young image of the Shah, who was deposed by his first cousin and who returned after the Taliban and died as the father of his country. So I can't wait to share that note with you guys. Love the color of it, and it's my first note in this particular series. I love it, and the reason I have this note is because I wanted to get an image of the Buddhas of, I believe, Bamiyan. These are the Buddhist statues that the Taliban destroyed. The next note looks like a 50 lek from Albania, and it's too bigger. I mean, it's bigger than my packaging, so I'm going to slide it right back into this until I can find a better holding for it. I love it. Ammunition, farm equipment, construction, and soldiers. All the themes you would expect to find on a socialist note. The next note is from Algeria, and I am very pleased to receive this note. And it looks like it'll fit in my big package. And I got this note because of the splendid peacock. One of my favorite themes on a banknote. So I can't wait to add this to it and go from there. Agricultural scene. Love it. Love, love, love it. The next note I'm trying to remember why I got it. I think it's because I have so many Argentinian notes that I'm just at the point where I need a few to have the complete collection since 1961. So that's why I have this type and variety. I'll do a little more research on it. It may warrant a episode on my channel. It may not. I know I have this type of the river and the general, so it may be that this is just a type with arms instead of a starburst, or with fibers in the paper versus no fibers in the paper. I'm excited. Here is a note from Botswana. It is a one pula, and it is one of the first notes of the nation. What attracted me to this note was the cow getting milked. So to my friend from Canada that made the observation that there's not enough cows on banknotes, here's another banknote with some cows on it. Not just cows, some cows getting milked. The next note is from Brazil, and it looks like an overprint that I didn't have. It's a 50,000 cruzeiros that has been changed to a 50 cruzados. So this is just another note that furthers, or that helps my collection of Brazilian march towards completion. Brazilian notes are one of my favorite notes. I'll just be honest with you. Ooh, we have a Myanmar 200 chat with an elephant hauling wood. Love that theme. I'm going to go ahead and slip this note into a large holder. I mean, I'm at the point in my collecting life where, please don't ask me to focus. I've been a generalist so long that I have so many notes coming in that I love it. Next, we have another Cambodian banknote. This one with the young king who speaks Czech and who grew up in Czechoslovakia and probably thought he was never going to be king. That'll make a good talk. This is actually a $200 or a $20,000 note. Not only is the king on the front, but some naga or snakes are on the front of this note as well, with views of Angkor Wat. A wonderful banknote. This next note I have been excited to get to show you. This is a note I've been looking for a long time, and it just looks like an average note, but this note is actually Tyvek. And Tyvek, for my new collector friends, is a polymer. And in the 80s, notes of Tyvek were the first polymer banknotes that were widely circulated in the world. You can easily get Tyvek notes from Haiti. You can get this note from Costa Rica, and then a version of Tyvek called Bradvek was licensed in the UK, and you can get a banknote from the Isle of Man on Bradvek. Until the polymer notes of Australia came out, this was the polymer notes that were available. And so I was able to get a nice polymer note from Costa Rica. Yay! I can't wait to tell you guys more about that. Nowadays, Tyvek isn't used in banknotes. It's used in those hard-to-open mailing envelopes from the post office, kites, and it's that those rolls of paper that they use to wrap houses under new construction. There you go. Can't wait to share that one with you. This is from the Gambia, and this is a 5 Dalasi. I like the predominantly red note. My friend, the money man from Hong Kong, would like this note too because of all the red. Oh, and look, it's from the Gambia, and what do we have on there, my friend from Canada? We have cattle. So I'm going to have to make a new theme with cattle on it and include some of these notes in that. Woo, love it. Apparently my Indonesian collection is going to become more complete. This is a 10 rupiah from the 60s. It shows a wood carver or an artisan of some sort on the front, and some sort of housing complex or maybe a temple complex, and a mask on the back. So excited. Here we have another Bank of Indonesia note that's going to be too big for my little holder, so let me pull out a big holder for it. This is a 25 rupiah And it's from a year later than the note I just showed you. And it shows a weaver on the front side, and on the back side, traditional housing. Another great note. And finally, from Indonesia, it looks like we have 1,000 rupiah, and it's just a little too tall for my comfort for the small holder, so it's going to go into a big holder. And this note has an individual on the front. I will be able to research him and go further. And it has a lovely river scene on the back. I just love these Indonesian banknotes. Moving from there to Kazakhstan. This is a denomination I did not have, and so I'm glad to have it now. I'm going to slip it in a small holder. Kazakhstan 50. Oh, look! It has some Bactrian camels on it. That I did not know. This will be another note for my camel group. Ooh, love it. This has been a great order for me. And we have eyeglasses on this 50 Cordobas of Nicaragua. Now, I have this note with an overprint that changed the denomination. But this is pristine. And I do like the serial number. The serial number is the 2999336. So except for that 2, it's all odd numbers. Oh, the Kazakhstan note is a 04000044. This note would not be good luck in Asia. All those 4s look like the Chinese character for death. Moving to the Papua New Guinea note. I know this commemorates the 20th anniversary of the nation or the bank because here's the serial number and it says PNG20. That's pretty cool. I think my Papua New Guinea collection is becoming reasonably complete as well. Also is this Papua New Guinea note of a 5 kina denomination. And it's just a little too big, too tall for the small holder. But it also has a prefix that's PNG. And then it's for the year 2000. So it's actually PNG year 2000 and then a low serial number of 431. That might be a keynote. I'm excited to do some more research on it. Next, I have a Solomon Islands $5. And it looks like it would barely fit in here to the point that I'm going to comfortably put it in a big holder. Yes! I have got a lot of great notes for the pipeline for my fans. If you haven't thought about subscribing, go ahead and click the subscription button. I'm here to make content that is meaningful to young collectors and collectors with some experience. So let's pull out these notes and then we can move on. On top is a Zambia 2 kwacha note. And I like this note because it has an eagle and a butterfly. Pretty nice. On the back we have the chain breaker, a rhinoceros, and some maize. I don't know what this is over here. I'll have to do some research on that. But that looks like it might be an interesting device. I also have a Zambia 500 kwacha. And this is prior to them becoming polymers. So this is a paper issue of 1992. I like the dove to the far left. And I like the eagle to the far right. Tree in the middle. Nice elephant. And locals picking cotton on a banknote of Africa. All right, I'm getting to a bunch of notes for the Sudan. It's not always easy to get notes from the Sudan. But I found that atsnotes.com had quite a lot of Sudanese banknotes. This is a 25 piastre. And if you look in the middle, there's the snake and the eagle. Could be a Mexican coin or a Mexican banknote if you didn't know any better. And I like the beautiful bridge on the back side. The next note is also a 25 piastre. And the front has some camels. Always a nice theme. We have some camels, an outline of the nation. You flip the note over, and there's your central bank. It's a balanced design. It's an okay design. It doesn't really move me terribly, but it is what it is. Because of its color purple and the balance of graphic and vignette, it would appeal to some people. The next note is a 50. And I think it's a 50, surely not a piastre. Yeah, it's a 50 pound. And it's a similar family to the 25 piastre that was just shown. Arms, buildings, spears over here. All in all, a lovely note. Followed by another lovely note of the Sudan. This one is a different color, and it's 100. And I'm assuming it's a Sudanese pound as well. We have the same bank building as the others, but then on the front side we have a different building. Here's a book that I would anticipate is the Holy Quran. And here's some arms over here. I can't wait to do some more research on this note for you guys. Oh my gosh, y'all, guess what's next? Another Sudanese banknote. They seem to get better with each series, so I'm glad to have it. I've seen this building on several of their other notes. And on the back, it's one of the more simpler designs. I do like this motif over here and these arabesques over here. It's really a beautiful note, to be honest. I like it. Oh my gosh, y'all aren't going to believe this, but the next note is also from the Sudan. It is a 100, and it's so small, I'm going to predict that it is it's a dinar, so it's a later series of a dinar. We have the same offset register, so it might be from the similar series as the big 50 dinars that I showed you a while ago. Same building. And another building on the back side. Ooh, I know you're getting tired of me saying this, but guess what I'm showing you next? Another Sudanese 100 dinar from yet another family. This looks similar to this one, but there are some differences. You can see it's blue here and it's white here. That might be the only significant difference. No, there's some green here and some blue there. So just tiny differences, but pretty much fundamentally the same design. And I know, don't hold your breath, but here comes another Sudanese 200 dinar. And this one has grains, the same building, a couple of different buildings, and I don't know, some sort of designs. Maybe they're archaeological in nature. Not really sure. Ooh, we're getting very colorful because with, oh my gosh, the Sudanese note of 500 dinars, we have the same building yet again. And on this side, it looks like an oil platform or a drilling rig of some sort. How exciting. There's even a pyramid on that note. On this 1,000 dinar, it looks like there are cotton bolls on the bottom of the front. There's that same multi-story building that has been on the last series. Turn it over. At this point, I'm not feeling like it's very imaginative, but it is still very pretty. So it looks like our next note is from Syria and not the Sudan. Oh my gosh, guys, it's not from the Sudan. We have 1,000 something. Nope, I'm sorry. We have a 200 Syrian pounds note. Very multicolor in its choices. Scenes from history. Grain. I'm not sure what this device is in the middle. I'll do some research. On the back we have cotton. It looks like we have weaving, manufacturing. Nice. Very nice. And so the next note is a 500 from Syria as well. And on the front side, we have a moon, which may be a crescent moon from Islamic Islamic culture. We have a statue. We have ruins, and they may be Palmyra. I don't know. They could be meaningful based on what some of the terrorist groups have done and destroyed. This may be a very neat note to see. There's a dam on the back. There is produce. It looks like some orchard. Really a pretty note. Followed by this 50 shilingi from Tanzania. It is a red note, so I know my friend in Hong Kong will love this note. Looks like some sort of cow or zebu or some sort of beast there. I'll have to find out a little bit more about it. But on the back, it shows the brick making process. So an interesting note. Followed by a 5,000 ruble of... You know, it's funny because I buy these notes and I know what they are when I buy them. And then they come in and I'm like, huh? What is that note? And it looks to me like it is a... Well, I'm just going to go to my order form. It is a Russian, or I'm sorry, it is a Transnistria 5,000 ruble coupon. So I can't wait to share that with you. Oh, I had recently done a program on a 30 dong of Vietnam, and I realized I didn't have the other type, and now I do. The corner is a little crumpled, but I can forgive a corner because I don't see a corner as being a reason to not get a note. But if a nicer one comes along, it does. But until it does, I have this one. It is a small serial number, 30 dong. It has Ho Chi Minh on the front, and on the back is a beautiful walled compound. I wonder if it's a scene of Hue. I'll have to check it out. There's cars and there's crowds. Pretty cool. We're getting down to the end, guys. I have a 1 Yemen rial. And the 1 Yemen rial is some sort of mosque, dome buildings, and then an agricultural scene with mountains on the background. It'll be a pretty note. I can't wait to share that one with you. Looks like we have a 20 rial as well. Yep, with a city scene. I love this city scene. I'm excited to share that with you. That note is too tall for a small holder. Boy, these tall notes. I wonder if these people have different shaped wallets. I'm thinking some of these notes are so tall they'd stick out the top of my American wallet. Okay, city scene. Statue. And it looks like the next note is the same thing, same denomination. Looks like the coloring is a little bit lighter. The size is a little smaller, but it's still too tall for my small holders. On the front, we have the same statue. And on the back, oh, I love it. On the back, we have an agricultural scene of terraces. And that's one of my favorite agricultural themes on a banknote. I'll be sure and put this one in my theme group of terrace farming. Woohoo! I'm seeing the end. I'm sure you're getting tired just like I am. We have a 100 rials from Yemen. I could die of not surprise. This is kind of a brown, red, purple, I guess. City scene on the front, and on the back, another city scene. We have a 200 rials, let me guess, from Yemen. You know, when you see notes that you haven't seen and they're for sale and they're reasonable, you really need to buy them then because it could be years before you ever see them again. And what I like about this front design is this may or may not be mosaic, so I'm excited to have this note. And on this side, it looks like a city scene with the harbor in the foreground. I like it. I like it. And finally, it looks like we have some Yugoslavian notes. And I enjoy these Yugoslavian notes. This looks to be a 50,000, I'm going to guess, dinara. I have this same vignette of a little boy with roses in bigger sizes and brighter colors. So I'll probably do a program with all the different designs and colors. And then we have Nikola Tesla in the final note I'm going to share with you today of, I don't know how many millions this is. It's a huge number. And I also have these motifs in different colors and different denominations. All right, I have to give this dealer ATS notes 10 out of 10. Packaging was great. The condition of the notes are phenomenal, and I received them all in a timely manner. I am Benjamin. This has been Numismatic Notes with Benjamin. If you have not clicked on the subscription button in the bottom corner, please do so. I make frequent content and upload videos frequently that are suitable for the new collector or for the collector with experience. This has been Numismatic Notes with Benj. Have a jewel of a day.